What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and of course to another episode of my Jammer Showcase. Now you guys have been really wanting to see my American Muscle premium cast. So we're going to be showcasing some Hot Wheels, a little bit of Greenlight and Johnny Lightning as well. Pretty much anything that is a premium cast we are going to showcase in this first episode. And if you guys really do enjoy it, give it a huge thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so you don't miss out on any future content. I want to do more of these along with my mail calls and racing videos. So definitely don't forget to smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out. In this showcase, guys, we're going to be going over a lot of premiums. Now, I'm not going to showcase as much as all the other ones because I do want to break this down into multiple episodes, but we're going to be starting out with some Chevys, probably my favorite ones, the 1970 Chevelle, beautiful lime green, and I absolutely love the white interior, which ties in the white stripes. I mean, this thing is gorgeous. You got the metal on metal castings, full detail. You got fender trim, door trim, window trim, everything on this one. And I mean, this thing is just beautiful. That lime green just really looks good on that body style, man. Big body Chevy, just looks awesome. And then of course we have another one, which is in metallic blue. This one's got more of the hot rod look. You got the traditional flames running down the side, opening hood, which I'm a huge fan of. The hinge is at a weird spot. It's not at your, you know, wiper cowl, which the hood would normally open at. It's almost at a mid hinge point. It's kind of weird, but it's still just a beauty, man. Just love the setup of the Chevelles. I don't know, this thing is just gorgeous. So metal on metal as well. And then we're going to be showcasing a different version of the 70s Chevelle. This is more of a race car build. You got the wide body, you got the Lexan riveted glass on the sides, full race interior. And this one was just done perfectly. I don't know, the low profile and the wide body with it just really captures the pure muscleness of this Chevelle. And this is probably my favorite 70s Chevelle casting that Hot Wheels does. And they have a lot of 70s, but this one right here, man, this tooling was probably my favorite. It's just awesome. Now the next one, this one's out of a Forza series. This is the 1973 Ford Falcon. Check that out, black and yellow, definitely a really cool setup. This one doesn't have an opening hood, but of course metal on metal. You got the real riders all the way around and the Forza F on the side. This thing is just really beefy. Yeah, and you can see the detail, of course, on premiums is where you get the most bang out of your buck, especially if you want to capture the essence of how these muscle cars should look. And I think they do it really well in these premiums. Now, at first, when I started collecting, I wasn't a big fan of purchasing premiums because I was really just stuck on spending the least amount in the collection. But if you really want some quality and just beautiful castings, premiums are definitely the way to go, and this one definitely catches that one. Now the next one, this is a Greenlight. This is a 2007 GT500 convertible in black. Now I've been told that green dotted riveted, or that green dot rivet right in the front is the old way of them giving you the Greenlight chase. Now I am not 100% sure on it. I've never found anything that supports that. But if it is, that's definitely really cool. I guess they did it very subtly back then before they threw all the green wheels, green base, or however or whichever variation of a green chase that they did. But definitely a cool piece. The 2007 GT500 is a really amazing car. I don't know if I would ever have a convertible of it, but I mean, if I had a GT500, I would still enjoy it every day. And Greenlight really captured the right proportions. You have the nice detail, of course, and they did a really good job. The wheels are spot on to the GT500, and that's another reason why I do like Greenlight, because they really try to stay true to the real car. So that's the 2007. And of course, from Back to the Future, we have, I think it's a 42 Ford with the Manure, which was Biff's car. Such a cool car. I mean, in the movie, it was definitely a big boat, but man, this thing is awesome. Now the Manure does come off, in case you guys are wondering. It does have the nice red interior. The white walls on there are awesome. But yeah, overall just a super sweet 40s, man. That thing is just a beast. So Definitely like this one a lot. Next one, this is another movie car. This is the Kit from Knight Rider. Now, it's not in pursuit mode, doesn't have all the fancy add-ons to it, but it's just the regular Knight Rider. And yeah, this thing is gorgeous, just blacked out. You have those dished wheels on there. And of course, being premium, you're gonna have the nice detailed interior as well, which gives you that really nice fighter style cockpit that they have inside of this car. Now, I had a coworker before I joined the military who actually built one of these full on. The interior, everything about it was spot on to the TV show. He actually built this one as well as Car, which was the antagonist, which was the black and silver version with the orange sweeper light. And he actually built sweeper lights for his personal car and sold them as kits. So he did a really good job on his. Now the next one is another premium. This is a 56 Merc from Hot Wheels. Check that out. Beautiful pearlescent orange separated by a silver trim. Of course, you have the white lower half, white interior, white walls. The hood does open. It just doesn't stay open for some reason. But go ahead and just kind of get a quick look at it. Just some simple tooling, not really detailed. But I mean, just the lines of this car are very, very aviation era. And I've always been a huge fan of the fins that they would throw on the rear fenders on, you know, 55s or any 50s Chevys, pretty much any car of this era. Just really, really captured the aviation era. Now the next casting is another favorite of mine. It's the 59 Chevy Impala, but this is the Bel Air version. Now, a lot of people were confused when this casting came out, and it was found inside of the Bel Air series. And a lot of people knew that this is an Impala, but they did have a Bel Air trim for the Impalas. I think it was from 58 to 62, I believe it was. I could be wrong. But yeah, they did have the Bel Air trim for the Impala, and this one right here is just the red with the American torque thrust on there. Very, very beautiful casting, man. This thing is just well built. Hot Wheels did a really good job on this one. Now the next one we have is a 61 Impala. Here we go. This is from Fast and the Furious. You have the really nice rake to it. Rake meaning lower front end, higher rear end. Kind of gives a nice stance to it. But that is just the one thing I love about this casting is that side profile with the rake. The wheel staggered just a little bit larger in the rear, smaller up front, but the detail on this one is very nice. And of course, being that it is red, oh yeah, definitely a beautiful casting. Now the next one, we are going with the Ford Ranchero. I can't remember what year it is. I think it's a 1972 Ford Ranchero. Look at that red metallic, really nice pinstripes running down the sides. You can see some paint didn't get inside of the bed, so you have a little bit of a faded, washed out look inside the bed. But overall, the casting is still nice. Perfect wheels, of course, chrome bullets or chrome torque thrusts. But yeah, Ford Ranchero, man, definitely doesn't compare to the 70 El Camino, or any El Camino of this same era. But the 72 Ranchero's not too bad. It's just in person, they're not the greatest looking. Now the next one we are going with is the 72 Ford Torino. Here we go. Look at that. Beautiful green metallic. This is another Fast and the Furious casting. And of course you have the full detail. Chrome interior. Not too sure why they went with the chrome. I know the base and everything is metal on metal, but I know they use the chrome interior just so they can get that chrome trim on the back, but I think they can do another way. I think they could figure out a better way to do that. But still, this casting is awesome. You got the Shelby style looking wheels. I've always associated that style with Shelby just because they do look like the American Shelby wheels. But I mean, this casting is still just, yeah, gotta love the color. Next one, another Fast and Furious casting. This is the Mustang Boss 302. Which is the 69. This is the white one. I can't remember which Fast movie it was, but Tyrese drove this one. This was a really nice premium to catch. The detail is amazing. Of course, you have the separated wing, which is plastic. Red roll cage. Not a big fan of how they did the roll cage, but it's in there. When they came out with the mainline casting of the 302 for the RTR, they actually removed the roll cage, so it was good to see that they put it back in there. I think the wheel choice is awesome. I think they could have gone with maybe a Meteor tire, but still, this is just another beauty. Next one is another 69 Boss 302. This is the Golf, the number 69 for the year. Definitely a fan favorite. Golf liveries do look amazing on pretty much any casting, but when it gets thrown onto a Mustang like this, yeah, that is gorgeous, man. Of course, same setup as the white one, interior, roll cage, all that good stuff. I think they did a little better job on the deck lid. I think they were trying to go for more of a carbon fiber look on the Fast and the Furious one. Let's go ahead and set it up side by side. But I mean, when you set it up next to each other, I think the white one has really nice details, but when it comes to the liveries, yeah, nothing's gonna beat the Golf one, even though the white one's clean. But yeah, coming around the back, it looks like they try to do more of a carbon fiber look on the white, whereas they did a really nice job on the deck lid for the Golf one. So beautiful right there. And then next up is another 69 302. This is the number 16. It's the Jeff Fowler. This thing is wicked cool. Very, very close to Parnelli Jones's number 15. But yeah, this color setup is awesome. You got that nice yellow with the white 6 spokes, or the 8 spokes, can't really see, but got the Castrol on the back, metal on metal. Can't go wrong with another beautiful 302, man. This thing is just wicked. Of course, you got the Firestone tires on this one versus the other ones were just some regular black wall premiums, but there you go, definitely an honorable mention. Next up we have is the 76 Greenwood. Here we go, beautiful Corvette right there. Gotta love the baby blue and the retro theme that they got going on there. But yeah, 76 number on the side, got the premium wheels, metal on metal, white base. You do have the white interior to match, but there was a time where I wasn't picking these up. I don't know why I didn't pick up a lot of the ones I've skipped over, but I did manage to find a lot of them, traded for some. A lot of people helped get some extra ones in the collection, and this was just another one that I was able to get, and this thing is super clean. I mean, I don't even remember what series this came out of, but definitely love these Corvettes. Next up is another Chevelle. This is a station wagon, 1965. This one's from Johnny Lightning. Check it out, guys. Steelies on this one. These aren't real riders, but it is a premium casting, so I have to show this one. And I love that it's almost a barn find. You have the little runs grate on the windows, the for sale sign on the front. You got the mixed match panels. Yeah, it's definitely a cool casting, and it is done very nice. Very, very cool casting, man. This is definitely one of my favorite ones as far as the wagons go. So yeah, there we go. Johnny Lightning did this one in an amazing, amazing form. Next up is the Chevelle from Talladega Nights. It's the 68. I think it's a 68 Chevelle. Yeah, definitely an iconic and legendary car. I mean, everybody knows this car when they see it. You got the gold and black, nice red line, those Centerline Convo Pro wheels on there. I haven't seen on any other casting. I mean, these are definitely unique. My buddy had these same wheels on his El Camino, and they just looked, oh my gosh. Probably one of my favorite wheels for any type of car in the 70s, 60s, any of that era, but beautiful 68, of course. Next up is another Bel Air. It's the 62 Chevy. Beautiful white with red interior, man. Favorite color setup on a white vehicle is having a red interior. And of course you have a beautiful stance to this one. Nice rake, Meteor tires in the back. Yeah, definitely detailed nicely. Such a beauty, man. Nothing like an old Chevy, man. Those things look gorgeous. Next up, we're going with the 68 Cougar. Here we go. Definitely an interesting color. You got a metallic brown with the black stripes. And of course it does have the shaker hood on there. Yeah, definitely a beauty, man. It's got a 427 crammed into that. And I've always been a fan of the duckbill wing that they throw on this tooling. It's just awesome, man. Definitely a cool street car right here. You got the wide body fenders, real low profile, just beautiful. So 68 Cougar. Next up, we're going with the Fox body, 92 Fox. Here we go. This thing, oh man, when I found it, I was super excited because everybody was picking these up. This is another Fast and the Furious car. I don't remember which movie it even came out of, but you have the 5-slot premium wheels. So I think it's a really nice setup. Definitely love that they put some Meteor tires on the back just to give it that nice rake. But I mean, the detail of this casting is just spot on. Very simple, very clean. They didn't try to overdo it. And I think they did a really good job on this one. Next up, this one actually is from Matchbox. This is the 2005 Concept. There you go, you got the Goodyear Eagles. Glass top, red interior, nice heat extractors. Now when this casting, or when this car was actually coming out, I thought it was gonna look like that, and I just fell in love with it. You have the Shelby style lights, really bold and long, just like you would see on the 68 Shelbys. But they didn't go that route. They went more with the chopped tail light 3-bar like they did on the GT500, just so you can compare the S197s together. But I think Matchbox did this one very well. I think the casting looks amazing. The wheel size is perfect. And of course, yeah, everybody has to have a concept Mustang in their collection if you're a Mustang guy. It's just one of those you must have. Next up is the 66 Nova. I believe this is from Fast and the Furious as well. Just a gorgeous gold metallic, man. Beautifully done. You have the nice stance to it, chrome torque thrusts or bullet style wheels, and this thing is just flawless. Love this one. Always been a fan of this generation of Novas. Now once you start getting into 70, 72, especially like 74, I'm not a fan of 74s. But 70s, definitely a great one, but pre-70, like this one, 66, definitely a great one. 62 and 63 are also some beautiful Chevys, but there you go, 66 Nova. Next up, we are going with another Fast and the Furious Premium. This is the 87 Buick Regal GTX in black. There we go. Got the black steelies on this one. It's not jet black as you would see like this Chevelle. Chevelle is a little bit darker. This is more of a smoked gray. Very, very dark, but it does look black. But of course, under light, you can see it does have a hint of gray in it. But man, this is just a beautiful G-body. Definitely love this one. But of course, if you have this one, you gotta represent with another one. But this is out of the Johnny Lightning. Here we go, another 87. This is a T-type. Now it does have the opening hood. Let's go ahead and open it up so you guys can see. There we go. You see a little turbo kit on there. Definitely an awesome casting, man. The detail on this one is just spot on. Loving it. Now, like I said, a lot of these, like Johnny Lightning, don't come with real riders. But those wheels, man. I love that 2-piece wheel setup. Got the black face, chrome lip. Yeah, they did this one awesome too. Next up, changing it up just a little bit, going back to Chevy, we got the Camaro. Here we go. This is out of Forza. Let's see, it's a ZL1. Yep, 2012 Camaro ZL1. Here we go. You got almost a Zamac finish for the back end. Really nice orange with the black. And of course, those heat extractors for the ZL1. But yeah, this thing is awesome as well. Don't see too many of these in other collections. But of course, I am super glad to have this one. I forgot who sent this one to me. This might have been one of the ones I got from Rich, but I can't remember. But dude, this thing is awesome. Definitely love this Camaro, man. This thing is beautiful. Next up is the Gas Monkey Corvette. Here we go. Got the red line Real Riders with the bullet wheels, of course, and that gold Spectra flame. Just looks good. Gosh, man. Corvettes. You guys probably know I do have a lot of Chevys in my collection. I grew up Chevy. I just love Mustangs. I do love Ford GTs. GT40s. Some Fords I do like. I do like some Rancheros, not all. But I mainly like a lot of Chevys. So I might be the Mustang hunter, but I do give props when it's due, and Chevy really does it well. So beautiful Corvette from the Gas Monkey Garage. Of course, you can't go back and not showcase a Mustang. I think this is a 65 coupe. Beautiful baby blue white vinyl top and interior. Does have the opening hood and the Redline Real Riders on there. Just done nicely. So such a beauty, man. Very, very clean. Love how they just kept it clean. Of course, you got the C-stripe wrapping around. Tail lights are done on this one. I mean, of course, it's a premium, so wouldn't expect any less. Next up is the 64 Lincoln Continental. This is a premium cast, and it's got a very interesting leopard flame going on there. So very pimpish, but it is definitely an awesome Lincoln, dude. I love this 64 right here because I love big bodies that are just slammed to the ground, and I think they do a really good job with the 64 Lincolns. Yeah, definitely not a fan of the flames, but still a beauty. Still definitely love this one. Next up is a Greenlight. This is actually the 67 Ford Custom. Here we go, check it out. Very classy. Look at those, man. You got those steel hubcaps on there. It does have the opening hood and the dual stacked headlights. Very similar to like the Ford Fairlane. Well, this might be a Fairlane. I don't know. It just says Ford Custom on it. So if you guys know anything, comment down below. You guys know how I roll. Drop that info if you have it. But yeah, this thing is very classy. Four-door, big body sedan. And then, of course, you have the motor in there that is just very done. It's done very, very well, I should say. Done nicely. So next up, we're going with the Sport Roof Mustang in brown metallic. Now, I used to have a 1/32 scale of this casting. It was from American Graffiti, but I do have two of these. I actually wheel swapped the other one for some Matchbox wheels, which actually fitted a little bit more than this one. But the Sport Line, or the Sport Roof, definitely a cool casting. One of those years that a lot of people don't like, but for some reason I do. I love that streamlined, just fastback, long hood. Definitely cool. But would I ever seek out for one of these? Probably not. I would definitely stay into the 60s era of Mustangs. Now, next up, this is a Forza 2016 Ford GT Race. Here we go, another Forza livery car. Definitely love this one. Really cool setup. Of course, you do have the black and chrome Real Riders staggered. You got the large ones in the rear, smaller up front. But yeah, Ford GT Race, man. This one and the Ford GT LM are definitely my favorite castings to collect as far as the Ford GT goes. Now, this one's wing's a little crooked. I've tried fixing it multiple times, but it just seems to sag on that left wing. But it is what it is. It's still a beautiful Ford GT. But yeah, awesome. Last, but definitely not least, guys, is the Corvette C7R. Here you go. This is Gran Turismo release. Beautiful premium Spectraflame-ish red. It's not really Spectraflame, but it almost is. But you got the number 7 on the side. Of course, just Corvette, man. That's all you could say. It's just beautiful Corvette. Gotta love it. Definitely love this one. So that is all my premiums for this episode, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed what you saw. Let me know which one was your favorite. Comment down below. And if you need to, just go back and see which one it was and put the timestamp in your little comment section. But yeah, that is all we have for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a huge thumbs up. And of course, if you want to see more, let me know down in the comments and we can make another episode of some American muscle cars. Maybe not all premiums, but even more. So until next time, guys, this is the Mustang Hunter. Peace.